You know, if I had to think of one word for Bob O'Keefe, I'd say joy.
Love of God.
Benevolent.
A Catholic gentleman.
Faith-filled.
Family.
Gentleness and gentleman.
A great observer.
Honorable.
Volunteer.
Friend.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us in the celebration of the life of Robert Francis O'Keefe. With Bob, family and faith came first. And I'd like to think that's what made it so comfortable for him to be here at St. Joe's. But we also know we're not the only beneficiaries of the O'Keefe clan, as you'll learn. Their generosity and commitment has benefited many people in the Fairfield and Hartford dioceses. So we invite you to listen to these voices. I hope you enjoy them. I'm sure Bob's listening.
Now, I'm sure we all felt that when we were in Bob O'Keefe's presence, we were the most important person in the room. You here at St. Joe's, I know that you felt that, and what a great impact he's made on this school. Of course, when I was in Bob's presence at so many events at Fairfield Prep, we had that exact same feeling.
The restoration of our auditorium and construction of a gymnasium on the third floor of our school, which had been closed for 50 years. Now we have light coming in, hearing the voices of children playing basketballs, bouncing, singing. It's going to be his legacy, I think, at Assumption School.
The man had such incredible values. I'm getting misty-eyed. It's hard for me to think of Bob in the past tense because his presence is everywhere. And the legacy that he has left will be cherished by many generations to come.
Bob is a member of the Gaelic American Club, and he has helped so many people down there in so many ways, and Catholic charities and Catholic scholarships for kids from the club.
When it came time to beautify and enhance the chapel of our school, the first thing to do was a new altar. We didn't really say who gave the altar, but we said that the color of the marble was the color of the ancestral homeland of the donors, and everyone knew who it was.
Bob was not a Catholic in name only. He tried each and every day to live his faith in his daily life, using the God-given talents to share his time and his treasures with people.
Great models for folks that really believe and want to work with those that are impoverished. And our population has changed, so they work basically with single mothers that needed education, and now refugees and immigrants that need education. And they've always endorsed the goal of education for all people.
His generosity, you know, is well known. But I think what most people don't know is it's usually behind the scenes. You know, he's not really looking for accolades. He never really, that wasn't the important part to him. The important part was getting the job done.
Their commitment to Catholic education and to outreach and access for any student was absolutely the most important contribution they have made to our students.
When I came here as chaplain in 2005, Bob was already long established on the board. He was here for all the major events, and his generosity to the school really knew no bounds. The school certainly would not be anywhere near what it is today without Bob O'Keefe.
That's a pretty extraordinary life. Yet I think what impresses me most is how quick we as a community were to name our new library after Maureen and Robert O'Keefe. There was no hesitation. There was just this unanimous affirmation that, of course, this is the O'Keefe Center. Because all of the generosity and commitment that so many individuals made are exemplified, personified in the life of Robert Francis O'Keefe.